doing my best to do this like at 10 p.m. Yesterday was a little bit later. Yeah, but actually, my days become much more productive, and I feel myself much better. I feel much better.
Okay, sorry, I'm like, I can't. I'm not supposed to laugh, all right? Thank you for correcting.
Can be both. Yeah.
Great, guys. So let me know. Should we go for our regular like topic discussion, or should we do role play? Because I have like a role play structure for you today. We can role play a patient, or a client, and consultant, or a specialist.
And what kind of case we're gonna discuss using these roles?
Role playing, when one person is a consultant or specialist, the other one is client. You can pick some role play scenario or a case. I have some points for you, or you can come with your own case, a case from your real life, or any case that you can, I don't know, come
Imagine.
with. Imagine, like, make, yeah.
Okay, but what kind of cases do you have?
Okay.
Just
I have
curious.
notes here.
As we are four, we can play like couple therapy.
So
couple therapy and two therapists.
This sounds serious. Can you see my notes, guys? How can I share my notes?
Just
I
share your
didn't
screen.
get how to use it, by the way. I
Right.
saw that Zoom add this.
Right. Okay. I will just give you a list of scenarios. I feel exhausted and overwhelmed because of work. My partner and I communicate badly. I feel anxious about relocating to another country. Or I feel exhausted or feel stressed. I compare myself to people online and feel unhappy. I don't know what I want in life anymore.
Mm-hmm. And the winner is I compare myself like with other people.
That's something that you would be interested to discuss, yes, Alex?
Yeah, but I'm open to other options.
Konstantin, what do you think?
Let's discuss it. I'm okay with any of the options.
Kate,
Just
I'll.
I have a topic if we don't want to play a role game. Or we are playing. I can understand what we are doing.
Let's proceed with topic today, probably, yeah, and then do the role play next time.
If everyone is okay with this,
yeah.
Let's do that.
Yesterday I had a meeting with sexologists, and we were talking about plastic surgery and sexuality. And we can talk about this. How do we perceive this trend of plastic surgery? Especially, I think we can talk about women. Is it about sexuality, or it's about self-conscious? Yeah, it's consciousness. Consciousness. Self-consciousness.
Consciousness. Just hold on just a second.
And there is also conscientiousness, which is even
really?
crazier. Yeah.
It's another.
Yeah.
I'm afraid how it sounds in Polish. Yeah.
Okay, Kate, could you just maybe it's easier for you to repeat after the speaker?
Consciousness.
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 Okay. Consciousness. Oh my God, why it's so weird?
Conscious.
Maybe we have another word.
Awareness. Awareness.
Oh, awareness. It's much better.
So,
It was new for me yesterday to know that there are a lot of surgery now for women who had mm, who was pregnant and have a baby, and after that have some problems like gynecological problems. And there are a lot of surgery which can help women to recover and to feel themselves good even after, 50 years. So medicine is growing, and it's very good news for women. And it's interesting for me, especially for to hear from Sasha and Kostya. What do you think about plastic surgery when it's on the face, for example, or on the body? Is it where when it's sexuality, when it's sexy, and when it's too much? Do you have some balance in this perception? Yeah, восприятие, perception. In this perception.
Okay, I think sexuality is not about the visual look most of the time. It's more about some self-confidence, because there are some people who can look very attractive, but they are not like conventionally beautiful. So they are kind of like special. And I think plastic surgery is good, because any type of self-care. So if someone wants it, like, why not? Especially, I'm not talking about some crazy options. I'm talking about like fixing something which is it's like, it's like wearing those like brackets, dental brackets. So it's also like you fixing your look, because that's how you feel better. That's how you like feel more comfortable, and yeah, like, why not? But at the same time, when it becomes like too aggressive, and it can be like a way of self-ruining, I guess. Because when people are so obsessed with like some body modifications, it doesn't matter if they like good or bad, like traditional or like non-traditional, like piercing, tattoos, and stuff like that. It says about like some problems in their like inner world, and how they see themselves in the society, and like in life in general. So sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And I think currently we have this trend when people leaning towards not the actual like plastic surgery, but they do some like just injections and other type of therapy, like this Ozempic and other peptides based therapy, which can be also very beneficial even without the surgery. So they can do some hormones, steroids, peptides, and stuff like that, because it's not that like it's more efficient for the body. It's more personalized, because some of these things, they are based on your own like genetic type. So they took the blood from the patient, and they do these certain treatment based on this blood. So it's like 100% compatible and stuff like that. So yeah, but if someone wants it, let's go. I'm kind of neutral to that. But if I have an opportunity, like if someone tells me like we do like one shot or like 10 shots uh, to you, and you're gonna lose all of the like fat which you don't need, I would say like yeah, let's go for it. Why not? So maybe. That's what I can tell you right now. I haven't thought about that, to be honest. So it's like spontaneous feelings and thoughts.
Thank you. Yeah, Alex.
Yeah, thank you, Kostya. I just want to add that like this could be a tricky moment if someone could promise you that like a person could lose the fat which they don't need, but in parallel, this fat will disappear from unexpected parts of the body, even like on cheeks, on nose, like the whole face. So it like the results on Ozempic, like which I saw even on popular persons' faces, looks really scary. Yeah, because people will just forget for some reason uh, that they have like their fat also like spread it to their bodies, not only in problematic zones, and it disappears like everywhere. So yeah, this could be a tricky moment.
Kate,
Anything? Yeah,
sorry,
anything you
go on.
wanted to add?
I
Kostya?
I'm
don't think
thinking.
I don't think you answered Kate's question. Kate.
No, it's interesting for me to hear some thoughts about it because I see that for nowadays there is like a freedom for people. They can do with themselves anything, and I see that a lot of people really they like playing with their bodies and to do a lot of stuff. And I'm thinking, what if for a person it's really, for example, um, to make mm, uh, some difference with face, and the person will really feel himself or herself confident and happy after that. If it's really work like that, and it's really like a normal for that person, where this balance between normal or not normal, and who is decide what is normal and what is not normal. Yeah.
Alex.
Yeah, I just wanted to add also some like comment on this. So, like in my opinion, there could be like this survivorship bias. So we can have a situation when we're discussing like plastic surgery based on some weird examples that we see. And I would like to add that it could be another part of people who did the plastic surgery and it was made really awesome. So, like, once you meet this person, you will never know that they had a plastic surgery because the result is perfect and like it looks natural. So that's why I think it's okay to fix like some problems, like if person is not happy with their nose or like with their cheeks and so on, they could do this plastic surgery and look better, feel better, and probably like change their lives also because of feeling more insurance, yeah,
Confident.
confident, yeah, sorry,
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
feeling more confident. Yeah, so but like it works in a way how like you're going outside and you see a lot of black cars, white cars, and like red cars. They just normal. But once you see like acid, a yellow car, you will see, wow, this car is weird because it's different. So I think it could work also on people. So once we see weird examples, which looks quite contrast in comparison to other like examples, we can see the difference. So that's why we can just discuss that like weird examples. But um, on other side, like what I see on famous artists, like on famous like Hollywood artists, um, the whole area of plastic surgery became like uh, becoming like wider and more like plastic surgeries appear. So not all of them could do the work great. So the demand is too high, and that's why like person could be just operated by not a professional but someone who possesses themselves as professional. So the result could be not as good as expected, and they could have like visual problems in their faces, for example. So on the other hand, mm, lots of people could have like psychic problems. So that's why they can't they can't communicate something that they want properly, the result they expect properly, or even their expectations could be not healthy. But in our world, um, you can just make an order. So if I want like a short eye, I can order like the short eye, and there will be a surgeries like a surgeon who will make me a short eye because I wanted and I paid. So that's
A
why,
third boob.
yeah, yeah. Just an example, yeah. So that's why not all the plastic surgeries on my side are like healthy because lots of them were made because someone just wanted to look like something.
It's all about accepting ourselves as we are. So when person want to change something, it's difficult for them to accept themselves as they are, as their nature is.
But your question, Kate, your question was more about men's perception of a woman in a sexual way, right?
Yeah, is it do they see something? We are talking about sexuality. It's like more deeper than sex or just sexy. Um, Clothes, for example, and so on. And it's interesting for me. Do people still do men still see this sexuality in a woman if there is a lot of plastic surgeries on the body?
Yeah, of course. It's not about like natural look. It's
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's all about personality and yes, some people they are like kind of obsessed with like certain shapes and sizes and stuff. But I think when it comes to something else rather than immediate like desire, it becomes more complicated. So like sense of humor, let's say, or like self-confidence or some common topics or common activities, they are way more important rather than specific look of specific body part. And also I did a lot of different like physical activities like fitness, CrossFit, and any kind of workouts and stuff. So I see how like how people can build natural good looking body when it comes to women also. It can be like of course, like when you go to the gym, you see any kind of people, like from like bodybuilding stars to just some like normal people, or even like with some problems and stuff. So it's pretty easy to understand like the whole progression, and it's pretty easy to understand what you need to do in order to get yourself together from that perspective. And compared to that natural look, I haven't seen people with like some, let's say, implants instead of muscles, like butt implants, which look as good as the natural body. At least that's how I see it. So that's why it's kind of, I don't know. I mean, like, why you didn't go to the gym? Why can't you just, like, squat and sleep and eat properly? Why you decided to do such implants? Because that's about willingness of some immediate results. It's about not acceptance of your current state, and it's about not having this consistent approach. How would you improve your life? And for some situations, yes, it might be beneficial. And let's say plastic surgery can be beneficial for people who survived in some crash, like
Yeah.
car crash. So that's
Mhm.
the only way to restore the natural look of the face and like the body. So of course, but from that perspective, like I have questions. And let's say if you cannot do some physical exercises to grow your like breast, let's say, and someone want this, like some women want bigger breast because that's how they feel more confident. But because it's not a muscle, of course, and they can do whatever they want. But when it comes to like other body parts, I think it can be solved in another way. And together with that, you can improve your life quality from different angles, which is like much better in the end of the day.
Thank you for sharing.
I would add that that's important. What is intention of doing this when a woman change her body part, let's say face, nose, boobs, and uh, what's the meaning? What's the intention behind that? Because when she does it from space of luck, luck, when she's in need of attention, she's in need of men, love, prize, let's say compliments. I don't think that her look would change her inner world much. So she still can be good looking with big boobs or with a straight nose, but her inside world would be screaming, "Pick me!" Well, how to get to Pick Me Town, because deep, like deep inside, there are things that are not sorted, and interior wouldn't sort her inner problem. You know what I mean? So you could sense it. She might be looking well, but you can see that she's not confident, still not confident enough, or she might be, you can sense it, but you cannot explain this. Or
Mm.
the opposite, the woman with flat boobs, slim, or opposite fat, she might be like Konstantin mentioned. She would be such a great person with sense of humor. With she would be accepting her look, and she might be way more attractive, naturally attractive woman because of her inner world. So that's, yeah, one story when the woman does it and she's not fixing anything inside. She just want a bit better look and bigger boobs because of like look, but and then she's confident enough to do this, and she has this confidence without even these boobs. What do you think? Yeah, Alex.
I would like that it works not only with women but with men also.
Yes.
But probably I would assume that it's not so common for men to do the plastic surgery, but I don't know the actual numbers. Yeah, and I think the specific could be different, like around the world. Yeah, so some countries could be like more open for this plastic surgery, like as I know.
Yeah, but can we consider hair surgery as a plastic surgery? Because if yes, there are thousands of men going to Turkey to to bring their hair back because that's how they feel more confident. Because like when you aging, things change obviously, and some people they just want to have this like previous look, previous like feelings because it was much better. They didn't have that much pain and stuff like that. Yeah.
Or whitening your
Ye-
teeth. Well, when your
Yeah.
natural teeth color is not so white, whitening is something, I think it's so natural. I mean, it's not so harmful and it does work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and dental implants also.
I
Yeah.
remember the dream. I had a dream today. You started to talk about hair. I had a dream today that someone cut all my hair from my head, and I was shocked.
Who was that?
Even when some girl, my friend, and in my dream, I can't remember when she did this. And when I wake it up, I checked is my hair is on my head.
So
Yeah,
she shaved
interesting.
off your hair. She,
Yes, yes.
Do you know this person?
No,
No.
it was friend only in my dream, but it
Uh,
was not like a person who I know in my life. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so, mm.
And what do you think? What is the like prognose or not like prognose? Yeah, for the
Prediction.
future. Huh?
prediction.
Prediction.
Prediction for the future with all this AI stuff like AI porn models, and something like that. I don't know. By the way, how do they look? What body shape is on AI models, and what is all this stuff predicting for the future about like. Um, about body shapes trending because all
Mhm.
this plastic surgery started from the trend. Someone did this, and everyone want to do like the same. And what if people will start to do like body shape like AI model? Would it be like ideal?
The new
Ideal,
standard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like a new standard.
Mhm.
Mm. I would say that since we have way more different ways available, I mean, to improve how we look, I guess it becomes like a social differentiator. So people who have enough money to afford that therapy and like plastic surgery and making them like ideal, they will do that. But people who cannot afford that, they will proceed with eating some cheap food, some sugar, and so some unhealthy stuff. So, and that's how people can actually like be like segregated based on their like economy or like based on their income, so to say. And I would say that would be more and more popular I mean this like body modifications and making people ideal and stuff like that. First, because it becomes more popular organically and cheaper. Because let's say like 20 years ago, they need to have like a 10 expensive surgeries, and right now they can have the same effect with the Ozempic, so just several shots, and it's way cheaper. You don't need to spend that much time. It's only about money, and you can even spend less money compared to previous situation. Yeah, and since we having more and more mental diseases, stress, and this like crazy and unstable situation in the world, people will tend to solve that from some perspective by some body modifications, by some obsession with workouts, running sessions, CrossFit, like anything. So they like compensate their problems with some activities and something that they can control, I would say. So that's why we have it basically. And it's like it's like a circle running
Mhm.
around. So like people want it, companies do that because people want it. People want it more. Companies promoting that even more. So people like more people understand that they want it and stuff like that. So it's like a circle of manipulations, and everybody's happy because they spend more money. That's how we like grow our economy. But I don't know like where we would stop and at the end of the day, but that's the current trend that I see, I'd say.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, is it really more cheaper um, to take care about our body, about our mental health, really like in a high, um, how to say, we need a lot of time to take care about body, about mental, to have therapy and so on. And is it really cheaper than just to go to the doctor and make some surgery only one time?
Yeah, but typically you
Uh,
go when you don't have any other choice. You already have some problems and you need to solve that. And you cannot afford, it's like you find yourself in this situation when you need to spend, let's say, like 3 years taking care of yourself to recover. Or you can do like several shots and it's like 1 or 2 months. So it's much easier. And so this becomes like a cheaper alternative
mhm,
compared to what
mhm,
you need to do like naturally. Of course, if you have this like healthy life, no bad habits, nice sleep and recovery and stuff like that, you probably don't have this problem. But when you already have it, you need to recover just, and there are some tools you just need to pay. So, and you can think like, I wish I could like think about that in the past and make another decision so that there can be regrets, but regrets is only thing you can do. Basically you cannot get back in time and make another decision.
I have an idea. Yeah. So like I just thought like if uh the new yeah, let me think how should I start. Like if the new technology will allow people customize their look, like for example, customize their skin tones. Like for example, if someone would just want to make their skin like blue, like as on avatars movie, yeah, or like yellow and so on, like with some even patterns, like and so on, to do some real like visible changes on how they look, would it be so popular? Because our body is quite expensive thing. And like as I see, I can be wrong. Like so, for example, the cheaper thing people have, uh, they the they more tend to modify it. So, for example, the phone like could be quite cheap. So that's why we can see people like setting some custom wallpapers on their phones. They wear like a custom covers,
Cases,
yeah. Sorry, cases,
cases,
yeah, yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, cases and so on. And the cheaper phone, like the more weird or like colorful case could be. So for example, people who have like MacBooks, they also tend to like use stickers and like cover their MacBooks also with stickers. But once they pay for a car, which is much like more expensive, you wouldn't need like so many modified cars, like with some options, with some stickers, weird color patterns, and so on. Sometimes you can meet them, but once you will walk like around like any city, most of the cars would be standard ones. So that's why like I would assume that even if like a new thing will appear and it will be quite cheap to modify your body, to modify how you look, like skin tone, eyes, and so on, like anything you can imagine. Like the core, like most of the people wouldn't do that because it's expensive, not only in terms of cost, but in terms of how they perceive their bodies somewhere deeply inside. What do you think?
First of all, I like that you compare our bodies with cars. And my point of view that that's also the matter of how you want to show up or you want to appear. Because like I have a MacBook, but I don't put any stickers on my MacBook, you know. And yes, I understand your point with cars, but when a car is expensive, the person less likely would put some changes on the car. But I also saw examples when people have, let's say, BMW and they change color, they put like that shimmer color on the, color the car with like shimmer color and stuff. Mm, Maybe that's more about how you appear, how you want to show up or decorate, no matter if you have a cheap or expensive item.
It's just like a
Mm,
random thing came up
mm,
to my mind.
Yeah, I would agree, and it's much easier to customize iPhone rather than customize a car. Because let's say if you have if you want different color, it may cost like, let's say, a couple $1,000 or euro. I'm not sure about the prices, but it's kind of expensive, right? And so that's just maybe you want it, but maybe you cannot afford it because
Mhm.
car is something that you not buy on a regular basis or not change on a regular basis, at least for most of the people. And typically they buy like the best that they can afford, considering the money they have, and the color becomes maybe less important when you focus on like engine, comfort level, speed, and any other stuff. So maybe it's just you think about some other attributes rather than color. But when it comes to like a laptop, all of them are pretty much the same. Yes, some of them are like faster, some of them are not, but nobody cares about like memory or like CPU speed or whatever anymore, I would say. It's just, it's just meeting some requirements or not, and storage, of course. But everybody keeps everything in cloud nowadays, even without any purpose. So they just, I think that's not so important. And prices for laptops, they are not that like different. Let's say if I can afford MacBook, I will buy MacBook, and that's all. Yeah, but if I work as a creative person, if I have creative profession, probably I like mess around the people with some like fancy stuff, and everybody's placing some stickers, just because if like 100 people with 100 identical MacBooks sitting in the same office, you feel like the like yeah like you look the same.
Mm.
So it's also, like a part of customization and personalization. Like we can wear the same, like very similar polos, let's say,
Mm.
but I can have like some bracelet, or I have some tattoos. So that's how I like can differentiate myself from you. Because if we
Mm.
live like in identical world when everybody's going like in the same type of wear, like in North Korea, I think they have some possibilities even in North Korea, because it's not like a military camp, so everyone should go like looking similar. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. Thank you.
Yeah, and I've heard about those two terms, old money and new money, and people that are like generation old rich people that would tend to not show up. They would have a rich or expensive cars, properties, but they would be not showing up. So no bright clothes. Everything is just um, mild, if I can say this, and they
Mm.
wouldn't do anything like to show their wealth, but they would show it in a different way. Like let's say they would stay in the best hotel in Abu Dhabi or so on or so on. And the way they show up, they would just tell you, "Oh, I've been there. I paid so much money for that, that, that." Some people would prefer to wear all jewelry, all bright clothes, and put stickers on their MacBook and etc. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Or buy expensive, bright cars or other things, attributes.
I
I
think
have,
that's the Instagram cliche, speaking about old money. That's how they motivate those rappers to buy another set of clothing. And yeah, and that's how stylists can promote specific looks for the people. Because real old money don't think about naming and stuff like that. They have enough, so it's all good, and they can do whatever they want. But so it's about people watching them and trying to look like them. It's like it's part of fake it until you make it strategy, but also I think it's not the best way, because yeah, of course we should dress like accordingly to the situation. So I'm not sitting naked. I'm not sitting. I can just yeah look. I have to look comfortable for me in terms of feelings, and appropriately for you in terms of like where we at and what we do. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. And I need to go right now because in 5 minutes I have another call.
Yeah, me too.
thank you guys. My
Thank
my
you.
last,
It was
yeah,
interesting.
yeah, it was great. Thank you. And I
Thank you
hope
so
Thank you.
that
much.
next time we can do roller player or whatever, what resonates to you. So
Awesome, awesome. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So thank you very much. Have a
Thank you.
nice
Have a
day.
nice day, guys.
Yeah.
enjoy
Take
your day
care.
too.
Bye.
Thank
Uh-huh.
you. Bye bye. See you.